So tape was written right, but what was the name of the tape again?
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape up.
Parcel, okay. Yeah, not really good. So I go for a cheat. At least one. Maybe go for cheating then.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. Got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
So they actually lived a long time in this constellation of hitting her in the attic and the other one was doing stuff, so going for cheating. Okay. Still not sure how helpful or I can move that around, that's actually cool. How important are self-made tags, but yeah, you could refound this already seen stuff faster, but I'm still not sure what is good for, because seeing stuff I like to see again. A big makes not a big I mean, it doesn't make sense for me, but I'm still not sure about the goal, so maybe I should do more.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
Going for 6, why not? Oh, that kicks in.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Of course it is, but it's also interesting.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
That reminds me a lot of The Room. How is your sex life? Maybe I should go for marriage later.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
But she does a quote for that one.
No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Ah, that was probably then when her sister goes in the bed with everyone, and obviously she was asking her about that.
No. I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family. I was 15, Carl was older.
Going for Carl, even don't think that's very important, but why not? Okay, Carl was mentioned it more than I thought.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit, but he was sexy. We were 15.
Okay, the bus. Ah. Was she already with her twin sister? And the tattoo could be maybe also a thing to try later. Let me just check quickly. So I was going with Affair and Cheat, right? Okay, gonna watch those, of course.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon.
Okay. It was her first, but was it also the first of her sister? And here I'm not sure how they switch, because when the interrogation are not always the same sister. Maybe it's just in the last parts are then really the other sister, but maybe they are also switched up between.
Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity. It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Ah, that's fucked up stuff. And to be honest, I don't think that a teenage boy really can make out that the girl is really a virgin, so not an expert in that, but I don't think they could understand that, and even yeah, I'm not so sure about that part, but that she took her virginity, that's really fucked up, literally. Oh, this game. But the story is very dark, but I like it.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date. We went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Okay, so they really do the whole switch thing through the whole time they are, especially when in teenage time they split up for boys also. What I not understand is why they never show that they are twins, because they wouldn't be that a big problem, I guess. And then both could have a decent life. They could even still met each other, or and this whole how should I say, game of those two wouldn't be actually necessary. So what could go next? How is the DB? A lot of pieces are still missing. I don't think I could. When the goal is that I go through the whole thing, then it took me much longer than I thought. Maybe I could end it earlier, but I go for it. So that's a good question. What was I hearing here? Do I go for these two ones? I guess. Yeah, I did. Should I go for split? Not really. Or life? Okay.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
Oops. Oh, could I wrote it down? Miss carriage. No, that was wrong. Okay, I have to peek out again. It was this one, I guess.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy. It was so soon after my miscarriage.
Kariage.
The worst year of my life. I'd been so. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like.
Okay. One S and one. Or was it two R's? Ah, okay. Yeah, I was saying that it's not the best of my writing here.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Okay.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
I wrote a few things down quickly here, and
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school.
No.
Married. Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then
should I go for infertile? Okay, gives me one. Why not?
I think it was that time, the first time at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
So, Hannah was losing her baby and go infertile. Then her sister was trying to get pregnant as well. I'm not sure why she did, maybe just to be there or pregnant at the same time, but she then got later pregnant by Simon. So the existing baby now is actually hers. I'm still not sure, is she actually Eve or how is her name, I mean, because I was not sure, but no, I didn't wrote down another name. So maybe I get some with married. Ooh, okay, that pays off.
There's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Okay, that was already. Come on, quickly again.
There's a stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Yeah, not really important, but I didn't get the last time.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
With Simon? With 17? Is it even legal? Don't think so. Except the parents would be okay with it, I guess, but I'm still not sure about the law in this case.
Childhood sweethearts? Something like that. Are you married, detective? When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
And then you killed him, or your sister did. Yeah. So you are passive and your sister was active.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Ah, she was pregnant before she got married with her. Oh, this story. Tough stuff for me here. Should I go for pregnant or pregnancy? Okay.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness. No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Her alibi. So, pregnancy or pregnant? See, I'm not sure about this. What is chit-chat? Is there a time limit or something I was missing before? How could I boss him? go for that. Nah, that looks actually wrong. Okay, that seems to be the correct word, but didn't I have to find all of them? I thought that would be the fun about this game. Gonna try it out, maybe have to research some. So, it's a nice effect, but it's not actually good for the work here. So, pregnant, pregnancy, married, miscarriage, henna, attic, dollhouse, twins. Oh, go for cut. Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
Oh, tattoos was also a word.
He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Should we go for TV also? I'm gonna write it also down. Just let me quickly.
No, he doesn't have any glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera.
Glasses. That was the word I was searching for. I'm gonna go for this later.
His body did not real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear.
I'm gonna try to find more of those videos before I go out of this. Still not sure about the goal, but I like to see more of that. Yeah, that's so probably a half of the, maybe not even complete. So that's not the time. So I go for tattoo. That was actually a thing I would like to do earlier. I forgot about that. I should have wrote this down. It's really the game I had to write down a lot. Aha.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
So she probably made that to be a different or individual, yeah, you know, to her sister. Individual. Yeah, you know what I mean. I hope so.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
It was probably not Hannah.